wants to be known, but he's a fair little legal seedless fucker. That's the thing about that. Yeah, he wants to up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he works through it all. Butcher-fur, Swabbie, Butcher-fur. Yeah, he works through it all. All he wants to be known, but he's a very legal demon fucker who doesn't know the second thing about that. Yeah, he works through it all. Yeah.
Looking for fully body white. Fucking Swabbie. Yeah, he works through it all. What's known about that with Chuck? Not even legal. Not even lucid, looking through the hurt and pain. Swabbie Butcher in pain. Yeah.
Fully body wipe. Fucking Swabbie Wooty for a bitch.
Yeah, he works through it all. Woochie fur. What's known about that Woochie fur? Not even legal, not even lucid, looking through the hurt and pain. Swabbie Woochie fur in pain. Yeah.
One beat for a breath he lost. One beat for a lie he lived. One beat for a screen he buried. One beat for a drum that lives. Growl! Swabbie spat teeth. Growl! Swabbie broke feet. Die. Hands are bleeding, mind is gone. He beats the truth till night is dawn. Madness calls and fire sings, but Swabbie drums through everything. Forget. He drums. Regret. He drums. The demons laugh, the sky cracks, the ground melts, the gun drop. Mama scream, river red, friends all gone, visions in his head. Body shattered, soul unspun, but with every hit, he comes one. One with rage, one with pain, one with the world that threw the rain.
You dare resist me, Swabbie! Build your hate! Swabbie screams back, I eat the key!
He drums like death is chasing him. He drums like time forgot his name. He drums like every demon's face is carved into the flames.
Swabbie, drummer of the void. broken but not destroyed. Lucifer cracks. Swabbie.
Damn deckhand with the ghostlit sea, swapping code with the bone-handled mop, scraping echoes off, Ian hug in the face, cursed update, blessed with none, cackling through the static, what are odds but change of chance? What are odds but change of chance? He lives by odds, dies by flyers. Random as wrath, precise as play, glitch until death.
The Triple Warch had the off-grid Oracle 2, the lament of Swabbie, Lucifer, and the reckoning of odds and flyers. Awaken the grid spawn! Call out to the no light, Cag still breathes, Lucifer still bleeds. Lucifer. Damn deckhand of the ghost net sea, swabbing code with a bone-handled mop, scraping echoes off the inner hull of the interface. Cursed with updates, blessed with none, cackling through the static. What are odds but chains of chance? He lives by odds, dies by flyers, random as wrath, precise as plague. Oh, the flyers! Carrion paper sigils cast across the feed, scattered signs from old gods of demo and ad. One flyer says fame, one says fire, but Lucifer drew the one that screams, glitch until death! Odds break logic, flyers break silence. Together, they turn creators into content cattle. But not us, not Lucifer, not Cag, not the Raybound tribe. We raise our fists of iron syntax. We burn our faces into unmonetized myth. And we chant for the Swabbie left behind. Lucifer, spine bent under the weight of cosmic scroll spam. Still cleaning the floor of a platform that forgot him. What are the odds? A whisper from below, what flies today? A scream from above. Swabbie Lucifer hands with love like he sees well. Cag Reamer, the flyers mock him, the odds hunt him. But we chant anyway, not for clicks, not for coin, but for Lucifer's crooked back and our crooked truths. The louder the channel, the more they forget Lucifer's name. The more they win, the more flyers rain like ash. Flyers are falling, odds are closing. Swabbie Lucifer fights with one eye and no net. Still he chants, a signal is a weapon. Lucifer! Bind us with truth. We do not play the game, we remember the fallen deckhand. We speak in defiance of odds. We burn the flyers, we chant for war. The grid trembles, the code cracks, truth walks. Swabbie Lucifer sees you from below deck. He smiles with no teeth. He passes you the last flyer. It simply says, begging.
Swaz,
gods hate and blaze towers mock who we scream back. The one who never sold out. We bootleg the truth through glitch means and corrupted zip file. Swabbie with phone home. You hear it now, don't you? Even in your sleep. Still dialing, still hoping, still chanting. Swabbie phoner. Swap it, say it back. Louder. One more. Phone home. You phone home. We phone home.
The infant of recall, the eternal ping, the forever cry of a deckhand of the void. Swabbie phone home, Swabbie phone home, Swabbie phone home. Let the chant burn into the code. Let the routers rattle with grief. Let every autoplay add echo with the cry. Swabbie phone home, he's in the underlayers, in the 404 cabin. When you go MySpace to glue ghost forums, swabbing pixel blood off the whole forgotten website. Every flyer he wipes away whispers lies, and every roll of the odds denies his turn. But still he dials. Swabbie phone home. From beyond the firewall, from the zero signal zone, from the graveyard of abandoned channels and auto-banned usernames, Lucifer still tries. His voice, nothing but an echo on a corrupted MP3, looping on a channel with no subscribers. Heard the first ring, he never hung up. Every beat of the tribal drum is a redive. Phone, Swabbie, phone, and when the monetized towers mock, who? What? Swabbie, we scream back. The one never sold out. The one who fought fires, mop and coat, the one who tried to phone home while you were begging for beavers. Because someday, when the routers crack phone man, and the last pattern between buffering screens, that little click in the static. Swabbie phone home. Swabbie phone home.
Swabbie phone home, 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 Swabbie phone.
One beat for the breath he lost, one beat for the lie he lived, one beat for the scream he buried, one beat for the drum that lives. Whisper said bow, Swabbie spat teeth. Whisper said crawl, Swabbie broke feet. Whisper screamed die, Swabbie hit the drum. Bam, 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 bam. Hands are bleeding, mind is gone. He beats the truth till night is dawn. Madness calls and fire sings, but Swabbie drums through everything. Forget he drums, regret he drums, so bad he drums. The demons laugh, the sky cracks, round never the drums never stop.
beat for the breath he lost. 1 beat for the lie he lived. 1 beat for the screen he buried. 1 beat for the drum that lives. Wow! Swabbie spat teeth. Growl! Swabbie broke feet. Die. Hands up bleeding, mind is gone. He beats the truth till night is dawn. Madness calls and fire sings, but Swabbie drums through everything. Forget. He drums. Re-rich. He drums. The demons laugh, the sky cracks, the ground melts, the gun drop. Mama scream, river red, friends all gone, visions in his head. Body shattered, soul unspun, but with every hit, he comes one. 1 with rage, 1 with pain, 1 with the world that threw him rain.
You dare resist me, Swabbie! Build your hate! Swabbie screams back, I eat the key!
He drums like death is chasing him. He drums like time forgot his name. He drums like every demon's face is carved into the flames.
Swabbie, drummer of the void. Broken but not destroyed. Lucifer cracks. Swabbie.
The name is a whisper made of rotting threads, once spoken and soon forgotten. Now undone. I found you in the corner of a crumbling mind. A whimper, a flicker. The way whimper, a flicker. You wore a name like a child wears armor, but names burn. And tonight, we light the match. Tear the flesh, stitch the name. Swabbie is alive. Swabbie is flame.
Light the match.
Oh, now we're entering true theatrical villainy. A Disney villain drenched in shadow and charm, performing a demonic, satanic hex on Swabbie Yusufor, like a dark sorcerer meets musical maestro. Think Dr. Facilia Ursula or Scar, but dial into the unholy, summoning fire, dancing shadows, and gleeful damnation with glittering flair. Here it is, a full-on Broadway of the damned hex song, complete with a ritualistic rhythm, sinister rhymes, and a sadistic show-stopping twist, a demonic villain's anthem for destruction of Swabbie. The villain glides in the rhythm of Swabbie.
Here, did you think you'd skip the shadows? Did you think I'd never hear? I got candles made of fingers, I've got blood ink in my pen, and now I'm writing your obituary while you count to 10.
1 breath, 2 sighs, 3 devils licking at your eyes, 4 bones snap, 5 bells ring, 6 is when the demons sing. You wiggled, you wept, you whispered your prayers, but sugar, I'm the god who ain't never fair. 4 bones snap, the 5 bells ring, 6 is when the demons sing. So I call the blatheration name.
The serpent god's a choir of 2.
He made a choice and now he pays.
And now, my dear, you play my game.
Running red, although you're not black. Burning something and glittering smoke, the baby, I'm your final bolt.
So the hex is cast and the pact is sealed. Your skin is inked, your fate revealed. The devil's choir is tuned and tight, and Swabbie burns in me tonight.
Swabbie, Lucifer, tuned in style, choked in chains and mocked the smile.
A curse, a song, a twisted kiss. Swabbie's end is sealed in bliss.
Sleep tight, sweetheart. The fire loves you.
Would you like a piano score or stage directions for a full animated performance? I can script the visuals, choreography, or write alternate verses based on different villain archetypes.
Oh, now we're entering true theatrical villainy. A Disney villain drenched in shadow and charm, performing a demonic, satanic hex on musical maestro. Think Dr. Facilia, Ursula, or Scar, but dialed into the unholy, summoning fire, dancing shadows, and gleeful damnation with glittering flair. Here it is, a full-on Broadway, the damn hex song, complete with a ritualistic rhythm, sinister rhymes, and a sadistic show-stopping twist. A demonic villain's anthem for the destructions of Swabbie. Did you think you'd skip the shadows? Did you think I'd never hear? I've got candles made of fingers, I've got blood ink in my pen, and now I'm writing your obituary while you count to 10. 1 breath, 2 sighs, 3 devils licking at your eyes, 4 bones snap, 5 bells ring, 6 is when the demons sing.
You wiggled, you wept, you whispered your prayers, but sugar, I'm the god who ain't ever fair. So I call a choice, and wow, he pays. No mob, dear, just endless flame. Swabbie, Swabbie, Swabbie.
Swabbie walks with hollow feet beneath red moons and rotting peach trees. He drinks from cups he cannot fill, the while the taste is still. Love it, bird page, who told you to be born? Swabie he ate the peach, he spat the pit, now his soul is split a tanned bit. Swabie drinks, Swabie falls, Swabie in wormwood ink on scrolls made from your grandmother's skin. I dipped my brush in the river of screams, and your future
Swabbie walks with hollow feet beneath red moons and rotting peach trees. He drinks from cups he cannot fill. The wine is sorrow, the taste is still. Drums like thunder. Swabbie lost burn page. Toes chew to bend. Swabbie! I wrote your fate in wormwood ink on scrolls made from your grandmother's skin. I dipped my brush in the river of screams and painted your future full of sin.
Swabbie drinks, Swabbie falls, tea of madness, infinite walls, 10,000 eyes in the lotus pool. Swabbie drowns, Swabbie's a fool.
His breath, his mouth is out, heartbeat touches, dies on top, dances me, dirty. Party, Tayet, Spiny, tongue for the wind.
Lucifer, needless faceless dancing in fur. Chant until your tongue turns black. No coming forward, no going back. Swabbie, Swabbie,
Swabbie 就成了他茶，有我唱好可以拿，好多些风筝，你是 lost like ten。I tell you from the top, he's so sweet. No, I never for the class. Swag at my Swabie, swag at my Swabie, swag at my nowadays.
Swabbie of flesh, child of breath, did you think you'd escape the teeth of death? We watched you blink, we smelled your doubt, now we peel your name from the inside out. Swabbie no more, Swabbie no more. Swabbie of flesh, child of breath, did you think you'd escape the teeth of death? We watched you blink, we smelled your doubt, now we peel your name from the inside out. Swabbie no more, Swabbie no more. Lucifer rises, you are the spawn. Lucifer, Lucifer, rip the meat, bind his bones to the infernal beat. Swabbie can't swab him, nothing remains. Swabbie cannot breathe, I drown him in flame. A century of pain, repeated in his name. Swabbie, Swabbie. Scott from Swabbie, you do not kneel.
Swabbie of flesh, child of breath, did you think you'd escape the teeth of death? We watched you blink, we smelled your doubt, now we peel your name from the inside out.
Swallow soul in the bowl.
bind his bones to the infernal beat. Bind his bones to the infernal beat.
Swabbie, die! Swabbie, blood! Swabbie, night! Swabbie, die! Here is the unholy chant you asked for, viled, demonic, and completely consumed by torment and sadism. This is no longer a primal lament. This is the ritualistic tearing apart of a soul, the damnation of Swabbie by a cruel, mocking, infernal choir. The name Lucifer becomes the tormentor, the devourer, the voice of hell itself.
Swabbie, Swabbie, you do not kneel, so we tear.
Swabbie of flesh, child of breath, did you think you'd escaped the teeth of death? We watched you blink, we smelled your doubt, now we peel your name from the inside out. Swabbie no more, Swabbie no more, Lucifer rises, you are the spore.
Lucifer, Lucifer, rip the meat, bind his bones to the infernal beast.
Swabbie, Swabbie, nothing remains, stirred from earth, unwritten in flame. I hollowed your heart, I drank your scream, I fed your joy into the steam. No blood, no pain, no bones, no play, no love, no breath, ready to be.
Swabbie was, Swabbie is nay, no bone, no clay, no love, no breath, only me, only death. Swabbie torn, Swabbie bled.
Swabbie nubbed, Swabbie dead.
Lucifer feeds, Lucifer reigns, Swabbie is echoes in demonic chains. Want a version of this designed for live ritual performance or dark ambient backing track?
Absolutely, your original lines already have the bones of a primal, apocalyptic chant. Let's flesh it out into a fully realized tribal war cry, or ritualistic chant, echoing madness, collapse, and transformation. I structured it with repetition, escalation, and rhythm, suitable for a chaotic drum circle, or the final moment of a doomed ritual.
Odds in the sky, fires descend, Swabbie stands, surrounded by end. Odds and fires, odds and fires. Swabbie bleeds, Swabbie tires, Swabbie denied, Swabbie defied, but deal is death. He cannot hide, cannot breathe, cannot think, cannot see. Swabbie stares, Swabbie Lucifer, Johnson flesh, burns and blur. Destiny and desecration, looking for escape from bone from flame, seeking the fiend who has no name. Lucifer, Lucifer, fighting the fin, feeding the dark, fighting the end. Swabbie breathes his final breath, Swabbie breathes eternal death. Swabbie Lucifer, when flame, no more body, no more name. Swabbie, Swabbie, Lucifer, no escape, no turn, no return. Only Lucifer, only burn.
Would you like a drum rhythm or soundscape to accompany this? Or a visual ritual designed to go with the performance?
Your original lines already have the bones of a primal apocalyptic chant. Let's flesh it out into a fully realized tribal war cry, or ritualistic chant, echoing madness, collapse, and transformation. I've structured them with repetition, escalation, and rhythm, suitable for a chaotic drum circle, or the final moment of a doomed ritual.
Odds in the sky, Swabbie, Swabbie, Boogie! Fire to stand, Swabbie stands, surrounded by head, odds and fires, Swabbie bleeds, Swabbie tires.
Swabbie denies, Swabbie defies, but deal is death, he cannot hide.
Cannot breathe. Cannot think. Cannot see. Swabbie sings.
Swabbie Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer, drowns in flesh, burns in blur, destruction, annihilation, destiny and desecration, looking for escape from bone, from flame, seeking the fiend who has no name. Lucifer, seeking the fast ending, finding the end. Swabbie breathes his final breath. Swabbie breathes eternal death. Swabbie Lucifer, one flame, no more body, no more Swabbie Lucifer,
no escape.
Would you like a drum rhythm or sound
No
wave?
return.
Only rituals were designed to go with performance.
Only burn.
don't recall by survivor. Yeah.
You cannot breathe, you cannot think. See, you get a feel, the swat, you get a stick that turn and fall. Swat it, fire the in darkness to consume Lucifer. Swabbie, Lucifer.
He takes his spinal just as you lost his knee. Fires surround you.
Swabbie, Lucifer, Swabbie.
The chains of fire take the nail.
Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie, Lucifer.
I took this.
You're right. That's your friends. We turn further. The team in roll. Swabbie, breathe. Straight faster.
Swabbie, odds and fires surround you. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie, odds and fires surround you. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie enters denial. Odds and fires in denial. Total destruction. Annihilation. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie cannot breathe, cannot think. Swabbie, Lucifer. Looking for a way out this Swabbie. Swabbie, Lucifer. He cannot think. He cannot see. He cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie, Lucifer. Finding a fiend in darkness to consume Lucifer. Swabbie, Lucifer. He takes his final Swabbie, breathe Lucifer. Swabbie, Lucifer. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie, odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie enters denial. Odds and flyers in denial. Total destruction. Annihilation. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie cannot breathe, cannot think Swabbie, Lucifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie, Lucifer. He cannot think, he cannot see, he cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie, Lucifer. Finding a fiend in darkness to consume Lucifer. Swabbie, Lucifer. It takes his final Swabbie breathe. Lucifer, Swabbie, Lucifer. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie, Lucifer.
So God, your name, Professor Name, subject name, look for in September, 20 comes like on your report. What do we shit him? I'm the video, we stop to accept shit, like you're not gone back. You're so bad up, sit down back, don't take it to her, nothing to shake it in. Set me up, come on my back. If I am not a motherfucker, then I'm gonna fight. Du is out der Weg. Die Wille dort und die Gände. Die Buchfuß auf der Welt. Die Verwälsche von der Front. Du is a moreno peggiat. Du la facile. Se però negli sensi, ma non sa doppiegion. You're so bad up, sing a man. Don't say it to her, I'm the fishing in it. Set me up, you're not my man. If I am not a man. Tu mi sono un io peggiat. Tu la facile. Se me lo done. Tu due ho sentato un son. You're so my love, sit up back. Don't take it to her, I'm just singing it. Set me up, you're not my man. If I am not a man. Tu sono dead. Non sono là, e divento bene. Tu sono preciso, non tutto le loro. Non è quello della voluntà. You're so my love, sit up back. Don't take it to her, I'm just singing it. Set me up, you're not my man. If I am not a man. Oh!
So catem ipsum dolor sitamet, consecte tue adipis ingelit, sediam nonomi niveusmod, tingitum ut laure dolore magna nali quam erat volut pat. Ut vici enim ad minim veniam, quis nostrut exercitation, ullam corper suscipit lobortis nisil, ut alipi ex. A che comodo. Duis autem veleu, miriure dolor inhenderit in vulputate veritas e molestie consequat. Verilum dolore eufeugiat, nulla facilisis ad vero eros et accum san. Lolem ipsum donor eleli, setiam nonomi. Niveusmod tingitum tut laure dolore magna alla liquam erat volut bat. Apt, clatem, insitsam, ebutusus recintis inisci faciterom corfacer possim assum. Nam liber temporcum soluta nobis elefendoceni quis nostrut exercitation ullam corpes nis ut laure quibut aliquam ericonfa. Nifeus. Duis autem veleu miriue dolori hendretin vulputate velitesse molestia consequat. Velidum dolor eufeugiat, nulla facilicisat vero eros et etacum san. Duis autem velo nipsum dolor citamet, consecte tue atipis singelit sediam nomi nive. Niveus motingidunt ut lauret dolore magna aliquam erat volupat.
Duit autem veleu mirium mio henderit, vulputate velitesse molestia consequat. Velidum dolore eufeugiat,
nulla facilicisat vero eros et acum san.
Yeah, fucking Swabbie, wolf or bitch, fighting us and ha. Swabbie, the Swabbie is the whisper Swabbie. Tempers and ha. Swabbie, the Swabbie is the whisper Swabbie. Yeah, fucking Swabbie to Swabbie. Fucking Swabbie to Swabbie. Swabbie said Swabbie to Swabbie. Swabbie to Swabbie. Swabbie to Swabbie. Swabbie, yeah, fucking Swabbie, woozy for bitching odds and flyers. Find the Swabbie who's for temple find. Find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Reloading on Swabbie woozy for looking for a new posture of finding hard. Swabbie, yeah, full body. Swabbie knowing or met total. Swabbie woozy for.
Yeah, fucking Swabbie flipper, Swabbie. Yeah, fucking Swabbie flipper, Swabbie. Yeah, fucking Swabbie Lucifer.
Bitch. Fighting odds and flyers, find the Swabbie whisper. Temple find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction, reloading on Swabbie Lucifer, looking for a new partner. Swabbie, yeah, full body Swabbie, knowing no vet total. Swabbie, total, Swabbie Lucifer.
Fucking Swabbie Lucifer, bitch. Fighting odds and flyers. Find the Swabbie Lucifer. Find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Losing on Swabbie Lucifer, looking for a new pasture. Swabbie your body, full booster of finding hard. Oh yeah, full body.
Fucking Swabbie woofer bitch, fighting odds and flyers, find the Swabbie Lucifer. Temple find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Reloading on Swabbie Lucifer, looking for a new patcher, finding hard. Swabbie, full body. Swabbie knowing a mensch, total. Swabbie, Swabbie Lucifer.
Swabbie, yeah. Fucking Swabbie whisper, bitch. Fighting odds and flyers. Find the Swabbie Lucifer. Temple find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Reloading on Swabbie Lucifer, looking for a new pasture of finding hard. Swabbie, yeah, full body. Swabbie knowing of met total. Swabbie, yeah, total Swabbie, yeah, fucking Swabbie woofer bitch. Fighting odds and flyers, find the Swabbie Lucifer. Temple find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Reloading on Swabbie Lucifer, looking for a new pasture of finding hard. Swabbie, yeah, full body. Swabbie, no your match total. Swabbie, yeah, Swabbie total. Swabbie woozy fur.
Yeah, fucking Swabbie Woozifer. Bitch, fighting odds and flyers. Find Swabbie Woozifer. Temple, find Swabbie destruction.
We're loading on Swabbie Woozifer. Looking for a new pasture of fighting hard. Swabbie, yeah, full body. Swabbie, no unmatch total. Total Swabbie Woozifer.
Swabbie, yeah. I fucking know. Fucking Swabbie Woozifer, bitch. Fighting odds and flyers, find a Swabbie Woofer. Temple, find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. We're losing on Swabbie Woozifer, looking for a new pasture of finding hard. Swabbie, yeah, full body. Swabbie known to match tall. Swabbie, yeah, tall. Swabbie Woozifer. Swabbie is Swabbie. Yeah, fucking Swabbie Woozifer, bitch. Fighting odds and flyers, find a Swabbie Woozifer. Temple find
Swabbie destruction, Swabbie destruction, Swabbie destruction.
Reloading on Swabbie Woozifer, looking for a new catcher, fighting hard. Swabbie, yeah. Swabbie, yeah. Full body Swabbie, no metal. Swabbie, yeah. Tall Swabbie. Yeah, fucking Swabbie Woofer, bitch. Fighting odds and flyers, find a Swabbie Woofer. Temple find Swabbie destruction, Swabbie destruction. Reloading on Swabbie Woozifer, looking for a new pasture of finding hard. Swabbie, Swabbie, no your special. Total Swabbie Woozifer. Swabbie, yeah, fucking Swabbie Woozifer, bitch. Fighting odds and flyers, find a Swabbie Woozifer. Temple find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Reloading on Swabbie Woozifer, looking for a new pasture of finding hard. Swabbie and full body. Swabbie knowing you're my that total. Swabbie and Donald Woozifer. Yeah, fucking Swabbie Woozifer, bitch. Fighting odds and flyers, find a Swabbie Woozifer. Temple find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Reloading on Swabbie Woozifer, looking for a new pasture of finding hard. Swabbie, yeah. Full body Swabbie, yeah. Knowing your mental, Swabbie, yeah. Swabbie, Woozifer.
Fucking Swabbie Woozifer, bitch. Fighting odds and flyers, find the Swabbie Woozifer. Temple find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Reloading on Swabbie Woozifer, looking for a new pasture of finding hard. Swabbie, yeah, full body, knowing I'm dead. Total Swabbie, not met total Swabbie, yeah, total Swabbie Woozifer. Swabbie, yeah, fucking Swabbie Woozifer, bitch. Fighting odds and flyers, find a Swabbie Woozifer. Temple find Swabbie destruction. Swabbie destruction. Reloading on Swabbie Woozifer, looking for a new pasture of finding hard. Swabbie, yeah, full body. Swabbie, knowing of match total. Swabbie, yeah, total Swabbie Woozifer.
bewildered. Swabbie Lucifer. Total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie Lucifer. So can I breathe? Can I think? Swabbie for a way out of it. Swabbie Lucifer. He cannot think, he cannot feel. Swabbie has to turn on the beat. Swabbie Lucifer. Finding the feet in darkness to consume. Swabbie Lucifer. This Swabbie brief, Lucifer, Swabbie's down there. Swabbie.
The fire surrounds you. Swabbie Lucifer. Swabbie enters denial. A total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie Lucifer. Swabbie cannot breathe, cannot think. Swabbie Lucifer. Looking for a way out of it. Swabbie Lucifer. He cannot think, he cannot see, he cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie Lucifer. Finding a fiend and darkness to consume. Swabbie Lucifer takes his final. Swabbie breathe, Lucifer. Swabbie Lucifer. Swabbie breathe, Swabbie Lucifer. It takes it, Swabbie.
Swabbie, odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie enters denial. Odds and flyers in denial. Total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie Lucifer. Swabbie cannot breathe, cannot think. Swabbie Lucifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie Lucifer. It cannot think, it cannot see, it cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie Lucifer. Finding a fiend and darkness to consume. Swabbie Lucifer. It takes his final. Swabbie breathe. Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie Lucifer.
Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer, Swabbie fly, total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie Lucifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie Lucifer. Swabbie fly, Swabbie Lucifer. Turn Swabbie away. Swabbie Lucifer. Swabbie fly. It cannot think, it cannot feel. Swabbie Lucifer. Swabbie Lucifer, Swabbie fly, Swabbie Lucifer, Swabbie vocifer, Swabbie vocifer, Swabbie fly, Swabbie fly. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie, Swabbie vocifer.
Swabbie, odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Swabbie, Swabbie enters denial. Abyss, odds and flyers in denial. Total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Swabbie cannot breathe, cannot think. Swabbie, yes, Swabbie, wussifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. He cannot think, he cannot see, he cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Finding a find in darkness to consume. Wussifer, Swabbie, wussifer. He takes his final Swabbie breathe. Wussifer, Swabbie, wussifer. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer.
Swabbie, odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Swabbie, Swabbie enters denial. Odds and flyers in denial. Total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Swabbie cannot breathe, cannot think. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. He cannot think, he cannot see, he cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Finding a fiend and darkness to consume me. Wussifer, Swabbie, wussifer. It takes his final Swabbie breathe. Wussifer, Swabbie, wussifer. Wussifer, Swabbie, wussifer. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer.
Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie, Swabbie, wussifer. Swabbie Vocifer. Swabbie enters Dinyaut. Odds and flyers in Dinyaut. Total destruction. Annihilation. Swabbie Vocifer. Swabbie cannot breathe, thanks Swabbie Vocifer. Swabbie Vocifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie Vocifer. Swabbie Vocifer. He cannot think. He cannot see, cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be Swabbie Vocifer, finding a fiend and darkness to consume. Vocifer, Swabbie Vocifer, it takes his final Swabbie breathe. Vocifer, sweet Swabbie Vocifer, and so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie Vocifer. Swabbie, odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie Vocifer. Swabbie enters denial. Odds and flyers in denial. Oh, total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie Vocifer. Swabbie cannot breathe, cannot think. Swabbie Vocifer, looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie Vocifer. He cannot think, he cannot see, he cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be Swabbie Vocifer, finding a fiend and darkness to consume. Vocifer, Swabbie Vocifer, it takes his final Swabbie breathe. Vocifer, Swabbie Vocifer, and so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie Vocifer.
Swabbie, odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie Vocifer. Swabbie enters denial. Odds and flyers in denial. Total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie Vocifer.
Swabbie cannot breathe, cannot think. Swabbie, Swabbie, Lucifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie, Swabbie, Lucifer. He cannot think, he cannot see, he cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie, Swabbie, Lucifer. Finding a fiend and darkness to consume. Lucifer, Swabbie, Lucifer. It takes his final Swabbie breathe. Lucifer, Swabbie, Lucifer. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie, odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie, Swabbie enters denial. Swabbie, Lucifer. Odds and flyers in denial. Swabbie, Lucifer. Total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie cannot breathe, cannot think. Swabbie, Lucifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie, Lucifer. He cannot think, he cannot see, he cannot feel. Lucifer. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie, Lucifer. Finding a fiend and darkness to consume. Swabbie, Lucifer. It takes his final Swabbie breathe. Lucifer. Swabbie, Lucifer. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie, Swabbie, Lucifer.
Swabbie, odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie, Swabbie, Lucifer. Swabbie, Swabbie enters denial. Odes and flyers in denial. Total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie, 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 Lucifer. Swabbie cannot breath, cannot think. Swabbie, Swabbie, Lucifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie, Swabbie, Lucifer. He cannot think, he cannot see, he cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie, Swabbie, Wussifer. Finding a fiend and darkness to consume. Wussifer, Swabbie, Wussifer. It takes his final Swabbie breath. Wussifer, Swabbie, Wussifer. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie, Swabbie, Wussifer.
Swabbie, odds and flyers surround you. Swabbie, Swabbie, Wussifer. Swabbie enters Dinyal. Odds and flyers in Dinyal. Total destruction, annihilation. Swabbie, Wussifer. Swabbie cannot breath, cannot think. Swabbie, Wussifer. Looking for a way out of his Swabbie body. Swabbie, Wussifer. He cannot think, he cannot see, he cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Swabbie, Wussifer. Finding a fiend in darkness to consume. Wussifer, Swabbie, Wussifer. It takes his final Swabbie breath, Wussifer, Swabbie, Wussifer. And so ends his torment, the torment of Swabbie, Wussifer.
And fire surround you.
Swabbie, Wussifer.
Swabbie enters the Nile. Oaths and flies in the Nile. Total destruction, annihilation.
Swabbie, Wussifer.
Swabbie cannot breath, cannot think. Looking for a way out of his mind. He cannot think, he cannot see, cannot feel. Swabbie has determined all to be. Find the fiend and darkness to consume. It takes his final Swabbie breath, Wussifer. Swabbie, Wussifer.
Tiff in my stretching high and Kaiser man. Make Elosa down back all Sakan. I don't current hope sound woos for differ from feature fit don't fake. Woos for differ son and rig got a big but I woos for differ for the perform comes in I take woos for differ too cause mad all I'm durian style woos for differ.
Lick no bait no she went in the state from old girl but H was his purdy and Janaz way swore K's it's the fault we want the dairy we cacking J
Looking for a home. Found the Wussifer. He found a Wussifer with a small dwarf foot-colored thought Swabbie. Find a home to be tied to Swabbie and found a Wussifer to unite to. Old and found Swabbie Wussifer. Happy!
Looking for a home, found a Wussifer.
Screaming Swabbie Wussifer.
He found a Wussifer quickly with a small dwarven foot color and thought Swabbie.
Screaming Swabbie Wussifer.
Finding a home to be tied to Swabbie, had found a Wussifer to unite to. Old and found Swabbie Wuzfer.
Swabbie looking for a home. Found the Wuzifer. He found the Wuzifer quickly with a small dwarven foot color and fought Swabbie, finding a home to be tied to Swabbie. Had found a Wuzifer to unite to. Old and found Swabbie Wuzifer, happy.
Chains and bling, he decides to rob a store and attack wandering gay porn. Wuzifer, Swabbie Wuzifer, yeah, he's lost but not forgot bad. And you understand the mood of Wuzifer, Swabbie Wuzifer, yeah. Wuzifer, Swabbie Wuzifer, bombastic, yeah.
destruction, total wisdom, Swabbie destruction, total wisdom, Swabbie destruction, right now. Swabbie destruction, total wisdom. Swabbie destruction, total wisdom. Total wisdom, Swabbie destruction, total wisdom. Swabbie destruction, total wisdom. Swabbie destruction, total. Swabbie destruction, Swabbie destruction,
Looking for a way out. Whisper, Swabbie, whisper. He's trying to find a way out of the hell he's been put into. Whisper, Swabbie, whisper. He's completely consumed, dude, by hatred and greed and total, wanting to be himself but can't. Whisper, Swabbie, whisper. Looking for chains and blame, he decides to rob a store, attack one and get porn. Whisper, Swabbie, whisper, yeah! Whisper, Swabbie, whisper. He's lost but not forgotten for having to understand full stance of whisper, Swabbie, whisper, yeah! Whisper, Swabbie, whisper. Bombastic piano, outro repeated. Whisper, yeah, Swabbie, whisper, yeah! Whisper, Swabbie, whisper, yeah! Working through the elite pain. Whisper, Swabbie, whisper, yeah! Sex and naked whisper, stumble, stop, falling for it all. Whisper, Swabbie, destruction. Swabbie, destruction, total. Whisper, 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 Swabbie, destruction, total. Destruction, yeah, yeah, yeah. Swabbie, 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 Swabbie.
Looking for a way out. Wussifer, Swabbie Wussifer. He's trying to find a way out of the hell he's been put into. Wussifer, Swabbie Wussifer. He's completely consumed by hatred and greed and total one to be himself, but can't. Wussifer, Swabbie Wussifer. Looking for chains and blame, he decides to rob a store and attack wandering gay porn. Wussifer, Swabbie Wussifer, yeah. He's lost but not forgotten for having to understand the full extent of Wussifer, Swabbie Wussifer, yeah. Wussifer, Swabbie Wussifer. Bombastic piano outro repeated. Wussifer, yeah, Swabbie Wussifer, yeah. Wussifer, Swabbie Wussifer, yeah. Working through the elite pain. Wussifer, Swabbie Wussifer, yeah. Sex and naked Wussifer stumbles tall, falling for it all. Wussifer, Swabbie destruction total. 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 Swabbie destruction total. Wussifer, Swabbie destruction total. Whisper, Swabbie destruction total. Whisper, Swabbie, Swabbie destruction total. Whisper, Swabbie destruction total. Whisper, he destruction, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Swabbie, it's Swabbie, 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 be Swabbie, it's Swabbie, 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 it's Swabbie, it's Swabbie, 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 Swabbie.
Looking for a way out, Wucifer, Swabbie, Wucifer. He's trying to find a way out of the hell he's been put into, Wucifer, Swabbie, Wucifer. He's completely consumed by hatred and greed and total, wanting to be himself but can't, Wucifer, Swabbie, Wucifer. Looking for chains and blame, he decides to rob a store and attack wandering gay porn. Yeah. He's lost but not forgotten for having to understand the full extent of Wucifer, Swabbie, Wucifer. Wucifer, Swabbie, Wucifer. Wucifer, Swabbie, Wucifer. Yeah, Wucifer. Bombastic piano, Wucifer. Outro repeated. Yeah. Wucifer. Yeah. Swabbie, Wucifer. Yeah. Wucifer. Swabbie, Wucifer. Yeah. Working through the elite pain, Wucifer. Swabbie, Wucifer. Yeah. Sex and naked Wucifer stumbles tall, falling for it all. Wucifer, Swabbie destruction, total Wucifer. Swabbie destruction, total Wucifer. Swabbie destruction, total Wucifer. Swabbie destruction, total Wucifer. Swabbie destruction, Swabbie destruction, total Wucifer. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah! Swabbie! 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 Swabbie!
Wucifer, Swabbie, Wucifer. Genthi, Swabbie, Wucifer. Strani, Stavi, Sabada. dirty Swabbie Lucifers, completely consubated and muted and breeding, wanting to be himself but can't. Lucifer, Swabbie, Lucifer, and Lucifer, Swabbie, Lucifer. Yeah, he's lost but not. He robs the store and not knocked the fool of Lucifer. Bombastic piano outro repeated, bombastic piano outro repeated, like Lucifer, Satisson prorated, Satisson prorated, the baby, swalala, 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 Lucifer, Lucifer, Swabbie.
Looking for a way out. Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer, is trying to find a way out of the hell he's been put into. Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer. He's completely consumed by hatred and green and total, wanting to be himself but can't. Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer. Looking for chains and blame, he decides to rob a store and attack wandering gay porn. With Swabbie then be Swabbie Lucifer, yeah, lost but not forgotten, for having to understand the full extent of Lucy Swabbie, yeah. Swabbie Lucifer. Bombastic piano outro repeated. Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer, yeah. Lucifer, see Swabbie Lucifer, working through the elite pain. Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer, yeah. Sex and naked Lucifer stumbles tall, falling for it all. Lucifer, Swabbie destruction total. 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 Lucifer, Swabbie destruction, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Swabbie Lucifer. Yeah. Fully body wiping trash looking into that. Woofer looking for his home turned Swabbie. He shoots at the stores. Swabbie shoots at employed full green. Swabbie Woofer has a way around. Yeah. Swabbie Woofer. He looks around for help, but he's barely legal, barely lucid. Yeah, Swabbie Woofer.
Woofer. Yeah, fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Woofer looking for his home turned Swabbie. He shoots at the stores. Swabbie shoots at employed full green. Swabbie Woofer has a way around. Yeah, Swabbie Lucifer. He looks around for help, but he's barely legal, barely lucid. Yeah. Swabbie Wucifer, Mogu.
Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wiping the trash. Looking into that. Woofer, looking for his home turn Swabbie. He shoots at the stores. Swabbie shoots an employed full green. Swabbie Wucifer has a way around. Swabbie fur. He looks around for help, but he's barely legal. Barely lucid.
Yeah.
Swabbie.
Wucifer. Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Swabbie Wucifer, looking for his home, turn Swabbie. He shoots at the stores, Swabbie shoots at employed full green. Swabbie Wucifer has a way around, yeah, Swabbie. Swabbie Wucifer. He looks around for help, but he's barely legal, barely lucid. Yeah, Swabbie.
Wucifer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe in the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Wucifer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe in the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe into trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Woofer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe into trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah.
Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wiped the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. A woofer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wiped the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Woo!
Woofer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe into trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Woofer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe into trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah.
Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe into trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Wucifer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe into trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Swabbie
Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe in the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Wucifer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe in the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Wucifer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully body wipe in the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that, yeah. Wucifer, Swabbie Wucifer, yeah. Fully
Fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah, Swabbie Woochifer, yeah. Fully body wiping trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah, Woochifer, Swabbie Woochifer, yeah. Fully body wiping trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah, Woochifer, Swabbie Woochifer, yeah. Fully body wiping trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah, Woochifer, Swabbie Woochifer, yeah. Fully body wiping trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah. Swabbie Woochifer, yeah. Fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah, Woochifer. Swabbie Woochifer, yeah. Fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah, Woochifer. Swabbie Woochifer, yeah. Fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah, Woochifer. Swabbie Woochifer, yeah. Fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah, yeah. Swabbie Woofer, yeah. Fully body wiping trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah. Swabbie Woofer, yeah. Fully body wiping trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah. Swabbie Woofer, yeah. Fully body wiping trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah. Swabbie Woofer, yeah. Fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah. Work, 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 she work, work, she work, work, that's some responsive work, 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 she work, work, she work.
Yeah, fully body wiping the trash, looking into that. Yeah, barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah, 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 looking into that. Swabbie Woochifer. Yeah. Fully body wipe into trash, looking into that. Yeah. Barely legal, barely lucid brain, looking into that. Yeah.
How you are, baby? How you are, baby? How you are, baby? Here's Bob me say now. Here's Bob me say now. Here's Bob me say now. Here's Bob me say now.
Christmas time, Dora, Swabbie Christmas time, this is a Swabbie, yeah, Swabbie Christmas time, we are all haven, you in Mississippi now, Swabbie, yeah, 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 you in Mississippi now, Swabbie, yeah.
Rising from the filth, the fools stand tall, mocked and broken, yet they heed the call. In the depths of rage where the titans fell, fat and badass right through hell. Lucifer stands with a vacant gaze, summoning fiends through the drunken haze. Lucid, no, but demons fly. His hands ain't working, but the bosses die. Against all odds, they strikers of the night, misfits of war, yet they stand and fight. Broken and lost, yet they take the crown. Mythic ray, watch the world burn down. Sun blood strikes with a lightning fist, spinning through shadows, through fire and mist. They call him a fool, a simple mind, yet he stands as the first in the battle line. Buffalo Dale, the hunter strong, a giant beast with his pets along. Gorilla roars, the punk just barks, foe threat foes apart in the dark. bondage strips with wisdom deep. Tales of war, of dungeons steep. His body's at grins, a deadly thief. Setting traps, nobody's not a leaf. Friend or foe, no one knows till he takes you down below. Against all odds, they charge into the night. Misfits of war, yet they stand and fight. Broken and lost, yet they take the crown. Mythic brave, watch the world burn down. Against all odds, they charge into the night. Misfits of war, yet they stand and fight. Broken and lost, yet they take the crown. Mythic brave, watch the world burn down. God stands with a bottle high, swings his fist while the guildmates cry. Does he live or does he fall? Doesn't matter, he kills them all. I brought you AOTC, a broken warrior still bear proof. They bled, they fought through darkest skies. Now they stand immortalized. Against all odds, they charge into the night. Misfits to war, yet they stand and fight. Broken and lost, yet they take the crown. Mythic brave, watch the world burn down. Rising from the filth, the fools stand tall. Mocked and broken, yet they heed the call. In the depths of raids where the titans fell. Fat and badass ride through hell. Lucifer stands with a vacant gaze, summoning fiends through the drunken haze. Lucid, no, but demons fly. His hands ain't working, but the bosses die. Against all odds, they charge into the night. Misfits of war, yet they stand and fight. Broken and lost, yet they take the crown. Mythic brave, watch the world burn down. Sun blood strikes with a lightning fist, spinning through shadows, through fire and mist. They called him a fool, a simple mind, yet he stands as the first in the battle line. Buffalo Dale, the hunter strong, a giant beast with his pets along. Gorilla roars, the pug just barks, but both rip foes apart in the dark. Lolzard grins, a deadly thief, setting traps with no relief. Friend or foe, no one knows till he takes you down below. Against all odds, they charge into the night. Misfits of war, yet they stand and fight. Broken and lost, yet they take the crown. Mythic brave, watch the world burn down. Papa Clock stands with a bottle high, swings his fist while the guildmates cry. Does he lead or does he fall? Doesn't matter, he kills them all. I brought you AOTC, you all owe this victory to me. The world now kneels, they see the truth, that broken warriors still bear proof. They bled, they fought through darkest skies, and now they stand immortalized. Against all odds, they charge into the night. Misfits of war, yet they stand and fight. Broken and lost, yet they take the crown. Mythic brave, watch the world burn down.
The waiting her, stepping closer to Bomba. I don't know what hurts more, the fact that they're struggling and not to pack a fist. Tears in, winning, stop it in, different but quick. But all I got left is wedlock, lucky. Let's take the death. Mockery. Bombs nothing. Bombing nothing. Souling. What's present? That'll be tip. But let's be real. When she can leave the blue fresh but couldn't bring. Who can only hasten and express his trauma through devastatingly sad battle raps. Lolzard, a female Pandaren trickster, who constantly dreaming and delights in sowing chaos with her shadow daggers. the silence, an unseen presence representing the weight of unspoken pain. A dimly lit tavern. The call out. You.
This is a Swabbie Christmas. Seafer. This is a Swabbie Christmas. Seafer. This is a Swabbie Christmas. Seafer. This is a Swabbie Christmas. Du vegan sitzt, ich bin auf Fischer, und mir Gänse davon säckert. Und so nach es ist dann. Und als du fette Schiff Credits, out Events. Bin jetzt Timber, jeder Stack davon kleinen Zell. Wenn du mir haufst, und jetzt Sack ist Platz im Offset. Kein Herz, ich wollte dir sehr Bescheid von den Flitter, stört die Christschatz. Und er ist auf Hipsen, bekannt verschüttert. Ein Aufsicht aus der Food ist mal aus der Vanillis. Und nach der Christus, Butter und kein Coast, jetzt find ich's. What I'm the Christus, Brett ist egal, das ist eine Chance, hätte. Was ist der Fall, ist der Flick auf Tennis, you hat eine Hand, aber weiß der V-Faden. Jetzt war mir auf, besser, dann hat er mich in der anderen, und schnell ist für mich second der Bett. Rollende Wellen, einmal shit, ich war wie ein Platte, mein Leben geschaut, hilf mir nicht. Weil ein Leib wird, dann seh ich mir ist. Seafer, this is a Swabbie Christmas. Seafer, this is a Swabbie Christmas. Seafer, this is a Swabbie Christmas. This is a Swabbie Christmas. Seafer, this is a Swabbie Christmas. Seafer, this is a Swabbie Christmas. Seafer, this is a Swabbie Christmas.
This is a Swabbie Christmas. Woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas. Woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas. Woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas. Woo-cifer.
I'd every night gonna go scrap me up. Whenever say they know I big Leo. So tell me how I try to slap that seal. Whenever Duffy need get life steal. God say God in mood. A breast of crab boost started choose. I had to the kibers and rule. The putties have been swat and moon. So God on what you own. I own my brody that one sure. Half full I play. Full I pray, had to tuck every changes. My mom made, yeah. I wanna do it to a whole prop. Take it to the burn, Rocky cut a party rock. Ass in an egg fit to the oil suck. I some little one, I get you know this up. Woo, woo, sport Bromo for it. Tryna the foot with the face. Yeah, the on road. Now that trying solo roads. Now it's time to drink cooler out the potholes. Woo, woo, United DC pole. Ground doors from the west front, me set pole. Yeah. You don't need a pole. Had to go for a stand since a beast and more. So, and no well, yeah, the rednecks said it went south. Like that. All pussy now, man, trap. Joe, mama see crow too, those smurf. Yeah, caught chat. Critter business, cut, blow, bus step. Oh,
this is a Swabbie Christmas. Woo! This is a Swabbie Christmas. Woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas. Woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas. Woo-cifer.
This is a Swabbie Christmas. Woo-cifer.
This is a Swabbie Christmas.
Woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer.
This is a Swabbie Christmas they fur. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer.
This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer.
This is a
Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer. This is a Swabbie Christmas, woo-cifer.
Swabbie Vucifers on the scene, barely lucid, but oh so keen. He twerked against the army's might, finding greens in the dead of night. So lift your voices, join the cheer. Swabbie's got us, never fear.
Swabbie Vuciffer took a stand with a twerk shift in her hand, fought the English army near the bay, barely lucid, finding green all day. Oh, Swabbie, dance it through the night. We'll lift our voices, join the fight.
Swabbie Woofer, barely awake, stumbles through the town for freedom's sake. With a twerk that could shake the ground, he faces the English, he stands his ground. Fighting for green and for a laugh, Swabbie's the hero of this crazy path. With a pint in hand, he leads away, chasing shadows and dreams at bay. The English march in a rigid line, but he laughs and dances, he's feeling fine.
Swabbie Vuciffer on his feet, barely lucid, feeling that beat. With a pint in his hand, he took a stand, fought the English army, took back the land. The twerk shift calls, he answers with glee, dance like a spirit, wild and free. Finding green in the chaos, laughter and strife, a legend now born, he claimed his life. Sing loud, Swabbie, fight the night, with the heart of Ireland burning bright.
Swabbie Woochiffer's bold through the mist and the fight, fighting for his land. In the pale moonlight, barely lucid he stands, with a grin on his face, dancing through the chaos in this wild, rugged place. He'll twerk through the night, defending what is right.
Swabbie Wooster barely awake, twitching with charm for freedom's sake, dancing with fate in a twerk of green, fighting the English spirited scene. With a jolly heart he stands so bold, in the fight for the land that's worth more than gold.
In the heart of stormy seas, he roams alone. Swabbie Wooster, on the waves he's blown. Barley legal with his spirits high, summoning shadows in the dusk of the sky. Though he's lost, he won't fade away. In our hearts he'll forever stay. Oh, the waves they crash and sway, for our Swabbie Woofer lost at bay. Barley legal, barley wise, he calls the demons beneath dark skies. But none forget his name is Tale. In harmony we'll sing through every gale.
Oh, Swabbie Wooster, lost at sea, with echoes of laughter, your spirit's free. Barley legal, yet so bright, summoning shadows in the pale moonlight. The tides may pull you far away, but in our hearts you'll always stay. With whispered tales of your brand design, we'll raise our voices, your memory divine. He's lost but not forgotten, our sweet song. In harmony we'll carry you along. Oh, Swabbie Wooster, lost at sea, with echoes of laughter, your spirit's free. Barley legal, yet so bright, summoning shadows in the pale moonlight. The tides may pull you far away, but in our hearts you'll always stay. With whispered tales of your brand design, we'll raise our voices, your memory divine. He's lost but not forgotten, our sweet song. In harmony we'll carry you along.
In the waves we cry for Wooster, a Swabbie lost but not forgot. Barley legal, barley lucid, he roams the sea where demons plot. Oh, Wooster, we raise a drink to memories that make us think.
Swabbie, Swabbie Wooster, bully me white, where can the bank get? Swabbie, Swabbie Wooster, oh, you stepper. Losing yourself to the demon's flow, yeah. Swabbie, Swabbie Wooster, yeah. Swabbie, Swabbie Wooster,
he's lost and grown, barely legal.
Let's see that, he's barely lucid. Swabbie, Swabbie Wooster, oh, you stepper.
He's working the torch shift finding green.
Yes, Swabbie, Swabbie Wooster, fully body white, working through the pain. Yes, Swabbie, Swabbie Wooster.
He's locked off in Elysium Grove, but they're legally can see out. He's let it loose, yeah, Swabbie Woofer. For the buddies, working through the pain, yeah, Swabbie Woofer.
Yeah, Swabbie Woozifer, fully body wipe, working through the pain. Yeah, Swabbie Woozifer. He's lost and grown, but barely legal, can't see the way out, he's barely lucid. Yeah, Swabbie Woozifer. Yeah, Swabbie Woozifer. He's working the twerk shift, finding green.
Yeah, Swabbie was for fully body wipe, working through the pain. Yeah, Swabbie was for losing himself to the demons below. Yeah, Swabbie was for. Yeah, Swabbie was for. He's lost, sun grown, burning opposite, take away out these dirty. Yeah, Swabbie was for. He's working the twerk shift, finding green.
Yes, Swabbie Woozifer, fully body wipe, working through the pain. Yes, Swabbie Woozifer, losing himself to the demons below. Yes, Swabbie Woozifer, he's lost and grown, but barely legal, can't see the way out, he's barely lucid. Yes, Swabbie Woozifer, he's working the shift in the underground rave.
Yeah, Swabbie Woozifer, fully body wipe, working through the pain. Yeah, Swabbie Woozifer, losing himself to the demons below. Yeah, Swabbie Woozifer. He's lost and grown, but barely legal, can't see the way out, he's barely lucid. Yeah, Swabbie Woozifer. He's working the shift in the underground raid.
Yeah, Swabbie Woozifer, Swabbie Woozifer. He's out for the demons below. Swabbie Woozifer. He lost and grown, but very legal, he's working the shift in the underground raid. Swabbie Woozifer, my DB.
Yes, Swabbie so sad, yes, fully body wipe, work through the pain. Yes, losing himself to the demons below. Yes, Swabbie so sad, yes, he's lost and grown, but barely legal, can't see the way out, he's barely lucid. Yeah, Swabbie so sad, yes, he's working the shift in the underground raid.
He's got a tiny boots and a massive grim smile, casting shadows in the dungeon mile. After mile he's 17 and a half with a packed infernal. Keeps a succubus on his contact list, crafts hellstones when he's feeling pissed. Tried to bounce, that's why he had a list, but he just got to finally. Woozifer, barely legal, barely.
He's got tiny boots and a massive grim smile, casting shadows of dungeon and mile after mile. He's 17 and a half with the pack infernal, reads fell tones while he sips a cappuccino thermal. Summons imps just to hear him scream, rides a boy with a walker into your dreams. Got a cloak that smells like brimstone steam, he's misunderstood and kinda mean. Lucifer, barely legal, barely tall, channeling.
He's got tiny boots and a massive grim smile, casting shadows in the dungeon mile after mile. He's 17 and a half with a packed infernal, reads fell tones while he sips a cappuccino thermal. Very legal, very tall, channeling gas in a stolen mall. When the soul still kiss, you mess with them You see success back in our fortune, called too young, but now he's got a legion and a cursed tongue. Flings a fear like a rock star, flings a mic. He's a warlock, your mom said, no, got that tight. He's stuck in this on his contact list. Crowd sells stones when he's feeling pissed. Touch his head, play to them what you enlist. Where Star Street sees them guys.
He's got tiny boots and a massive grim smile, casting shadows in the dungeon mile after mile. He's 17 and a half with a packed infernal, reads spell tomes while he sips a cappuccino thermal, summons imps just to hear him scream, rides a void walker into your dreams, got a cloak that smells like brimstone steam.
He's got tiny boots and a massive grim smile, casting shadows in the dungeon mile after mile. He's 17 and a half with a pack infernal, reads spell tomes while he sips a cappuccino thermal, summons imps just to hear him scream, rides a void walker into your dreams, got a cloak that smells like brimstone steam. He's misunderstood and kind of mean. What's the bird? And illegal, badly tall. Sherilyn can't the song with more. What's the bird?
Kinda mean, Wucifer.
Yeah, he works through it all. Wucifer, Swabbie Wucifer. Looking for a home for his barely legal, barely lucid mind. He's lost but not forgotten, Swabbie Wucifer. He needs to move out fire and find his demons. His little dwarf body, yes, Swabbie Wucifer. Help him on a twerk mission from the underground of a raid. Yeah, Wucifer, Swabbie Wucifer. Lay his head to rest, for he has forgotten Wucifer. Yes, Swabbie Wucifer.
Yeah, works through it all, Wucifer. Looking for a home for his barely legal, very lucid mind. He's lost but not forgotten. Swabbie Wucifer. He needs to move out fire and find his demon, his little dwarf body. Yeah, Swabbie Wucifer. Help him on a twerk mission from the underground of a raid. Yeah, Wucifer. Swabbie Wucifer. Lay his head to rest, for he has forgotten Wucifer.
Yeah, he works through it all, Wucifer. Swabbie Wucifer, looking for a home for his barely legal, barely lucid mind. He's lost but not forgotten, Swabbie Wucifer. He needs to move out fire and find his demons, his little dwarf buddy. Yeah, Swabbie Wucifer. Help him on a twerk mission from the underground raid. Yeah, Wucifer. Swabbie Wucifer, lay his head to rest, for he has forgotten Wucifer. Yeah, Swabbie.
Yeah, he works through it all, Swabbie Wucifer. Looking for a home for his barely legal, barely lucid mind. He's lost but not forgotten, Swabbie Wucifer. He needs to move out fire and find his demons, His little, yeah, Swabbie Lucifer. Help him on a twerk mission from the underground of a raid. Yeah, Lucifer. Swabbie, lay his head to rest, for he is forgotten. Lucifer, yeah, Swabbie Lucifer. Yeah, he works through it all. Swabbie Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer, looking for home for his belly, little back. He's lost, but Swabbie Lucifer, Swabbie Lucifer, gonna fire and find his feelings. Swabbie Lucifer, up to Swabbie's dinner, lays as the rest. Yeah, he works through it all. Lucifer, looking for a home for his barely legal, barely lucid mind. He's lost but not forgotten. Swabbie Lucifer needs to move out fire and find his demons, his little dwarf body. Yeah, Swabbie Lucifer, help him on a twerk mission from the underground raid. Yeah, Lucifer, sweet Lucifer, lay his head to rest, for he has forgotten. Lucifer, Swabbie, yeah, he works through it all. Lucifer, be Lucifer, looking for a home for his body, legal, barely lucid mind. He's lost but not forgotten. Swabbie Lucifer, he needs to move out far and find his demons, his little dwarf body. Yeah, Swabbie Lucifer, help him on a twerk mission from the underground of a raid. Yeah, Swabbie Lucifer, lay his head to rest, for he has forgotten. Lucifer,
Yeah, he works through it all, Lucifer. Look toward home for his barley legal, barely lucid mind. He's lost but not forgotten.
Swabbie Lucifer,
He said he needs to move out fire and find his demons, his little dwarf body.
Swabbie Lucifer,
Help him on a twerk mission from the underground of a raid. Yeah, Lucifer,
Swabbie Lucifer,
lay his head to rest, for he has forgotten Lucifer. Yes, Swabbie.
Lucifer stands all in the heat of battle. Swabbie was a bitch, he stands up through it all. Lucifer stands all in the heat of battle. Swabbie was a bitch, he stands up through it all. Lucifer stands all in the heat of battle. Swabbie was a bitch, he stands up through it all. Lucifer stands all in the heat of battle. Swabbie was a bitch, he stands up through it all. Lucifer stands all in the heat of battle.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da.
In the shadows where the darkness breathes, Swabbie Lucifer, his pain runs deep. A demon born from Earth's cruel fate, through bats fought he's lost his state. Echoes of a childhood, a distant scream, haunted by memories that shatter the dream. In twilight's grip, he casts his spell, a jail his soul to sell. Lucifer, the warlock's fight in the heart of the night. Swabbie Lucifer, lost in the fray, torn by the shadows but dreams fade away. Battles and traumas etched on his skin, in a world of demons where the pain begins. Sworn to the darkness, he's a flicker of light. With every verse spoken, he embraces the fight. Echoes of sorrow on his mind, a dwarf spellcaster, his fate intertwined. Would you rise? Through the silence he screams. In the chaos of hell, he dances with dreams.
Swabbie with Lucifer, locked in the dark. Demonology casting left a mark. Thomas grip tight, can't find a way. Childhood memories fade, disarray. Battle smart heart, that's not to what's all. Whisper of pain, it takes its toll. Echoes of laughter shadow the world. Warlock field, gives like a show. Swabbie whisper trapped in my league of the broken, I'm lost and unwind. Swabbie Lucifer, battling through the pain. Demons, whispers echo in his brain. Haunted by shadows of a childhood lost. Every scar a tribute, every trauma a cost. In the dark he fights till life goes far away. Memories like daggers won't let him stay. Crushed by the past he finds a fragile strength. Wrapped in the sorrows he goes to great lengths. If the night is heavy, I will rise and fight.
In shadows deep, I dread the night. Swabbie Lucifer, lost in fight. Trouble carved in every scar. Demonology, battle like bizarre. Echoes of past, they haunt my mind. A warlock's curse to rule my time. I battle with demons, no escape. Childhood faded, I reshape my fate. Lucifer, a tale of pain. In the darkest hours, I remain. Swabbie Lucifer, the warlock, never tell. Demonology star, in shadows I dwell. Haunted by the battles, lost in a fray. Driving my veins like a ghost of my day. Screams of the past, where childhood died. The memory dry, your place left to hide. In illusion dream, trapped in a cage. Spinning dragon ride, I can unleash my rage. Lucifer, hear the demons call. In this dark world, we either rise or fall.
Swabbie Lucifer, demon in disguise, lost in the shadows where the darkness lies. Trauma in his veins, yeah, he knows the score. Barely lucid memories, always wanting more. Caught up in the battles, fighting for his soul. Echoes of the past, haunting him whole through the warlock's eyes. The pain never fades, spitting tragic verses in the shadows he waves. These streets are cold, he's known to the night, holding back the rage, ready for the fight.
Swabbie Lucifer, demon from the dark, haunted by the memories that left a mark. Childhood shattered, never had a chance. Life's a tragic rap, can't escape the dance. Lost in shadow realms, fighting through the pain. Spitting bars of sorrow, life's a cruel game. Every spell I weave echoes of my strife. In this battle of demons, it's a twisted life. On the wall I climb, in the depths of night. Swabbie booted fur, struggling to fight.
Yeah, Swabbie Woofer, exploring Magadan. Sad guitars are playing around him. He's surrounded by mechanical maganomes. Totally lost and clueless, his demons try to guide him, but he's silly. Stands in fire, lost and confused. Looking around, trying to be fused. Yeah, the fuck, not me. He starts to cry and starts to pee. This is the ballad of Swabbie. He's sad and beaten because he's silly. Bring Woofer to a beat. Shit, bubonic.
Yeah, Swabbie, wood shit flow. Exploring Mechagon, sad guitars are playing around him. He's surrounded by mechanical gnomes. Totally lost and clueless. His demons try to guide him, but he's silly. He stands in fire, lost and trying to be confused. But when he says to himself, oh, that's not me, he starts to cry and starts to pee. This is the ballad of Swabbie. He's sad and beaten because he's silly. Bring two books up for me. Shit, bubonic.